The money supply is shrinking, which could be a disaster for the United States. I have all the details right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I want to share with you the details of something that has only happened 4 times over the last 150 years. The 5th time is happening right now as we speak, and it is the shrinking of the money supply, which could be an absolute disaster for the United States as a whole, as well as the United States economy. This is a very important topic, and I have all the details right here in this video. Let's get right into it. First off, quick question. Do you hate scammers? Good. Me too. Here's the solution. A 14-day free trial from the sponsor right here on the channel, Aura, so they can go to work immediately crushing the scammers and getting back your personal information that has already been leaked on the dark web and likely in the possession of scammers. Make sure to lock in your 14-day free trial with the link right down below the video in the description or at the top of the comment section. It is completely free for those 14 days. It is also completely risk-free for those 14 days as well. Make sure to lock it in. Your exclusive 14-day free trial with the links down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. You'll be very glad you did. And again, a huge thank you to Aura for extending this exclusive 14-day free trial for all of you right here in this community. Sign up with those links down below, description, or at the top of the comment section, or you can simply scan the QR code on your screen. All right, now let's get into it and quickly talk about the money supply right here in the United States, what all of this data means, because we might be looking at this thinking, it's the money supply. What does this have anything to do with the economy or everything being crushed out there? How could this be detrimental to the United States economy? Let me give you the details about this. First off, we need to understand what is the money supply and what do I mean by this? It literally means all money that's available right now. So, cash in your pocket, cash in your purse, cash in your wallet. It is money in a checking account, a savings account, CDs, coins, things like this. Basically, all of the money that is in circulation out there of United States dollars, okay? Let me put this into perspective really quickly. Back in 1959, in fact, in January of 1959, total money supply of United States dollars, obviously here in the United States, was $287 billion. That's it, in January of 1959. Now, you might be thinking, I said, that's it? Now, let me put it into perspective. All the way up until present time, right here, right now, as in April of 2023. In fact, I'm recording this video in June of 2023, so just like 2 months ago. In April of 2023, the money supply here in the United States was $20.7 trillion, okay? So, trillion dollars, not billion, trillion dollars. That's massive, right? Okay, so the money supply back in January of 1959 was $287 billion, and now, as in April of 2023, $20.7 trillion, okay? That's a ton of money, okay? Now, here's the thing. Just between the years of early 2020 and 2021, the money supply expanded by 26%. That's massive, okay? So essentially, they printed all of that fresh money. 26% of the United States dollars were printed just in those basically 1.5 year period of time. 2020 to 2021, mid-2021, okay? That's craziness. In fact, in July of 2021, the money supply here in the United States was $21.67 trillion. But wait, that was more than what we have now. You're right. It was about $1 trillion more that we had about a year ago in July of 2022 versus what we have right now, okay? The money supply is shrinking. In other words, dollars are being pulled out of circulation, okay? Now, let me bring this all the way back here just a second. Now, let's rewind all the way back to the year 1870, okay? That's 153 years ago, okay? Back in 1870 until now, the money supply has only shrunk 4 times. The 5th time is happening literally right now as we speak. Every single time that we've seen the money supply decrease or shrink, we also see accompanying it a major economic contraction, a major recession, or even worse, even a panic here in the United States, okay? Which, by the way, I'm not here to instill fear in anybody. I'm here to inform you of what's going on and the data that's being released out there. Now, Get this, just over the last 1 year, so from July of 2022, when we had $21.67 trillion of, United States dollar money supply here in the United States of US dollars, until now of $20.7 trillion in circulation, that is a 4.8% decrease in the money supply. The last time that we had a decrease in money supply of that much was way back in 1933, 90 years ago. Okay, we all know what happened back then, right? It was a bad economic time, okay? So basically what they're suggesting with all of this is going on right there, the shrinking of the money supply, they're saying, look out, this has only happened 4 other times, and every single time over the last 150 years, the other 4 times that we saw a shrinking money supply, we saw a major economic contraction, a major recession here in the United States, and that's exactly what they're predicting yet again here, okay? We've seen it decrease by 4.8%, $1 trillion just in 1 year's time. Boom, gone, vanished. Where did it go? Well, it's not in my pocket. Is it in your pocket? If it is, I mean, you might want to send some my way. I'll gladly take it. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean, though. The $1 trillion, it's not in any of our pockets. Where did it go, right? So with everything going on right now, with the Federal Reserve raising interest rates and all of this stuff that's going on right now, there is some fishy business that's going on out there, and this is what's happening, okay? So I wanted to bring this to your attention. Again, I'm not here to, instill fear in anybody, but rather I'm here to bring you the information that's being, released out there, that's circling around. And this is something that a lot of people watch very closely, the money supply. It's something we might look at and think, who cares? It's just the money supply. It doesn't really mean anything. Oh, it means a lot. Let me put it into perspective really quickly. Like I said a minute ago, right? Between 2020 and mid-2021, the money supply increased by 26%. Okay, what did we see during that time? We saw massive inflation. In fact, in June of 2022, we saw inflation hitting 9.1%. Well, that's what happened because they printed about $6 trillion. Well, what's going to happen when you print $6 trillion out of nothing, right? Just out of thin air, boom, $6 trillion hits the table and goes into the money supply. Is that sustainable? No, which is why we saw massive inflation, right? So basically what happens is when they pull money out of the money supply, it simply means less money out there available to chase goods and services. Therefore, discretionary spending a lot of times dries up. What do I mean by discretionary spending? It's all the spending that people do that probably don't need to. All the things that are wants versus needs, right? I've talked about that before in other videos. There's a big difference between needs and wants. I can tell you this much. There's a lot of things I want. There's not that many things I need, right? To be real with you, okay? There's a few things I need. We all need some things. There's a lot of stuff I want, right? There's a lot of things all of us want. Do we need them? Nope. But do we want them? Yup. And that's called discretionary spending, okay? When we buy the wants versus the needs, that's discretionary, okay? Anyway, that's kind of just a general rule of thumb behind this, but want to bring this to your attention really quickly. Again, make sure to lock in your 14-day free trial from the sponsor right here on the channel. And again, a huge thank you to Aura for extending this exclusive 14-day free trial for all of you here in this community. Amazing stuff. Aura will go to work. They'll crush all those scammers for you. Who hates a scammer? I do. Let's make a t-shirt. How to hate a scammer. I don't know. Sounds pretty catchy, right? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. But my point is, again, a huge thank you to Aura for helping all of this out here in this community, for extending this exclusive 14-day free trial. Lock it in with the links down below. Totally free for those 14 days. As you can see with that screenshot I shared with you earlier, that's when you click on the link down below. It'll take you to that page. $0 for 14 days. Otherwise, you could always scan that QR code. So lock it in. You'll be glad you did. You'll be surprised to see all the places your personal information has been leaked on the dark web, and they'll go to work immediately helping you clean all that up. So again, subscribe down below. Lock in your 14 days down below with those links. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and enjoy your day. That's it. I'll keep you posted with anything else going on out there. Have a good one, and catch you again later in the next